Hello my friends, and welcome to week 7 of Obsessed with Katty and Christy. I just showed you guys the 4 papers that we are working with this week, and it's the ampersand paper with all the colors, the ombre teal paper, the teal polka dots, and the cork heart paper. This is all from the Dear Lizzie documentary collection, which we are working with. We're actually going to work with this collection this week, and then the next video, which is in 2 weeks, and then we'll be done with this collection. And then we're going to move on to another collection, which I promise is going to be awesome. So, stay tuned. So we're also working with a sketch, which I showed you guys in the beginning, and I just showed it to you guys on my phone. It's a sketch number 111 from Karen Gerber from Sketchabilities, and I found that on Pinterest. So it's a really fun sketch that calls for mixed media. So we're going to have some mixed media fun today with this layout. So I am going to use that chicken wire stencil that you guys saw me pull out from the Crafters Workshop. It's called Mini Chicken Wire because the sketch does have a chicken wire like a stamp or something on the right side, so I wanted to recreate that. And then I'm going to begin creating my background by using some mist with the packaging technique. So the first mist that I use, that teal one, is from Lindy Stamp Gang. It is a flat Fabio, and it is called C'est la vie chérie. And then I'm going to use some of the reds. I was going to mix them together, but I decided not to. I decided that wasn't such a great idea. And I do add some water to them. This is the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Cherry. So I'm using that. And then this is the Dilutions in Cherry Pie. So they're both kind of similar, but one of them has more, the Dilutions one has more of like a pink to it. So a bright pink. So it's a lot of fun. And then I'm using Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Butter. And as you can see, I'm kind of picking up the colors from that ampersand paper is what I'm trying to do. I'm also keeping it in a circular form, just because the sketch does call for a circle. If you guys saw the sketch at the beginning. So I am going to use that. Now I am going to use a stencil. Now instead of misting through it or using modeling paste through the stencil, I'm going to kind of use it as a stamp. So I'm going to dip it into that black India ink, and then some of the color gets caught in the little chicken wires, which I thought was fun and cool, so I just let it be. And then I'm just using it sort of as a stamp. I could have you know, stamped it out a little bit more neatly, but I really wasn't going for neat. I was just going to add that fun effect from that stencil. So I didn't really care for neat, but you could be a little bit more careful and actually stamp out the chicken wire, you know, a little bit neater if you wanted to, or if that was the look you were going for. So I'm going to add some splatters now, which is going to complete my background in the same colors that I used. So this is the Cherry from Heidi Swapp. And I love splatters. I think splatters are so fun. Packaging technique and splatters, it's so fun. It's the easiest mixed media you could do, and it's so fun, so simple. For me, it's so relaxing because it's just fun to sit down and get messy and play with a lot of colors. So, so for me, it's a lot of fun. So I'm just dipping my paper towel, just dabbing the splatters, because sometimes when you mix splatters, like when you don't let them fully dry and then you add another color of splatters, if the colors mix, sometimes they don't mix very well, and it just makes an ugly color when they get mixed. So that's why I like to kind of dab it before I add another color, just to make sure, especially a lighter color, just to make sure that it doesn't get all ugly and messy. So that's what I did, and then I did dry this, of course, and then I'm taking some of this twine. It's actually called jute from Michaels. This is from like the $1.50 bin, and I'm taking this darker color, which is a darker teal color, and I'm gonna just kind of create a circle with it. Now I did contemplate on what to do. I thought about maybe stitching a circle. I thought about just scribbling a circle with like a black marker, but I thought this was fun. I thought, why the heck not? I have this twine. I have a whole roll of it, which I'm obviously never going to use up all of it. So, you know, it's fun. Let me just add a little bit of this twine. And I really love how it turned out. I think it adds so much texture and so much fun to the layout. So I really, really love how this turned out. And I just add 3 layers, 2 of the lighter turquoise one, and then that one of the dark teal. And I will close off that circle at the bottom later on, because I do realize I thought I was going to cover it up, but in the end I don't cover it up, so I do end up just closing off that circle. And I'm just adding my hot glue gun to get this down. So simple enough. So yeah, and make sure you guys check out Christy's video if you guys haven't already, because we're using the same papers, and it's going to be so much fun to see how different our layouts are, especially this week with the mixed media, because it's always fun to use mixed media. So I can't wait to see her layout. So those are the two photos I'm using. It's two older photos. They're from 2005. It's my brother, my older brother, with my son, my older son Brian. He wasn't even 1 year. He was like 9 or 10 months. And I have to go back and check the exact month to see if I have it. But he was about 9 or 10 months. So this was like June or July of 2005. So he was just giving him a piggyback ride, and he loved to get piggyback rides from his uncle. So I just found these two cute photos as I was looking through photos that I need to scrap, and I thought they were perfect for this because they're kind of the perfect size for what I need. And then the photos are kind of dark, so something I always like to do when my photos are dark is I like to matte them on white. If the photos are light or I want them to pop more, I matte them on a darker color, like dark gray or black. So I'm matting them on white, and then I'm just using the papers to layer them, to add some layers behind the photos. That smaller photo, as you can see, I don't have enough of the paper to go around the whole photo, but it's not really a big deal for me because I'm gonna kind of layer the two photos on top of each other, so that top left corner of that photo doesn't really need to be layered, because it's gonna lay, you're gonna see how I'm gonna kind of interlock the two photos so that I don't need to have paper on that little end down there. So I'm just layering here the papers. So I'm layering pretty much all the papers except for the cork one, which you guys saw me use that border punch on. So just creating some separation here, because sometimes two patterns, when you go to put two patterns together, they kind of clash, even though they go so well together because they're part of a collection. But to me, they just kind of clash. And if you add a little thin strip, or a little thin mat of white or black, depending what color scheme you're going for, then I think it really makes a difference, and it really helps, and it really makes the pattern papers stand out as individual papers, and it just, I think they just look so much prettier. So there are my two photos, and you can see I kind of interlock them together so that to create that fun, the bottom one is a little bit angled, so it kind of fits the sketch and what the sketch calls for. So I'm going through the ephemera pack, and I'm trying to see what I want to use. I thought about using that floral because the sketch does call for floral at the bottom right, but I don't end up using floral. That's the beauty of a sketch. You don't have to follow it so literally. You can just take it as inspiration and go with it, and that's what I did here. So there are some elements in the sketch that I didn't use, like the floral, but it's okay. I still love how it turned out. So yeah, so definitely a fun one to make. And I love these foam words from Dear Lizzie. They're just so fun for titles. They make the easiest, quickest titles, and they really pop, because they really pop on your page. That black is really, really, really stunning and really pretty. So I love those. And here I go, just closing off my circle down there. I thought I wasn't going to have it, or I wasn't going to need it to be closed off, but I did. So I'm going to take some foam mounting tape, and I'm going to pop up my photo. And I actually just had to order some more foam mounting tape, because that is all I have left of foam mounting tape. And I need it. I use it quite a bit. I actually ordered the big roll from Amazon, so we'll see. We'll see just how big it is, and maybe now I can use my foam mounting tape a little bit more freely, because I tend to kind of be like, or cut up my foam tape just to try to save it. But maybe now I can be a little bit more, use more of my foam mounting tape. Of course, not wasting it, because I'm not going to waste it. So yeah, so my random embellishment on this layout is going to be those glasses. Definitely, they have nothing to do with this. We're not even wearing glasses in the photo, but I thought, why the heck not? I like to use all the embellishments in the paper or in the collections. I don't like to waste anything. I don't like to keep anything, you know, in my stash for so long. Especially when I'm working with a specific collection, which I don't do all the time. I don't buy tons of collections. I have been lately, though. I'm not gonna lie, because they've been pretty awesome. but yeah, that's why I'm just kind of slowly trying to work through my stash, and I don't want to kind of keep things. I try to use them. If I'm working with this collection, I want to try to use up as many things as I can, so that I can, you know, actually use them up and actually get my money's worth, right? So that's what I'm doing here. So yeah, so I'm just punching out a few of those circles from that 6x6 paper pad. I will punch out one big circle from the 12x12 paper pad, and then I am taking some string. This is like sewing string, and I'm just kind of making a circle out of it and placing it behind the circles and in a few areas on the page. One thing actually two things I'll do that you guys won't see me do on camera is I will add some enamel dots in 3 spots on the page, and you guys will see that in the close-ups. Up by the star at the top, close to the star at the bottom, and then on the right side of my 2 photos I will add on one of the bigger circles that I'm going to add to the page. And then I will mat the whole thing on one of the papers from the same collection, which is a teal paper that has little tiny white squares on it. I will mat the whole thing on that, and you guys won't see me do that on camera, but that's simple enough. You know, it's not something I need to record for you guys. I got the center of the paper, and I just trim down my whole page, and I just mat it on that to add like a frame to it. And then I felt like I needed something down there under the my, just to kind of make that my pop a little bit more. So I do add that piece of paper. That's actually from the ombre teal paper, but it looks white because it's the top part of it. So it looks kind of white. So I will paint it in a minute because it was bothering me that it was so white, and I just wanted to add some color there. I brought out these little leaves that I cut out for my silhouette. They were just sitting on my desk, but I decided I didn't want to use those. So I take this is the same mist that I used in the background. It's the C'est la Vie Cherie from Lindy's Stamp Gang, and I'm just going to paint it on with a brush, very messy, kind of like a watercolor look, not being perfect at all. So, and then I dry that really quickly. Just takes a minute to dry, literally less than a minute, a few seconds to dry. And then I just add that down there, and I think I just added what I needed it to add there in that spot. So yeah, I was happy with that, just to bring some separation there. And then here's that paper that I'm going to cut out the bigger circle from, and I'm going to add that to the right of the photo, and I will layer another smaller circle on top of it, just to bring in some more of the circle elements, because there's a big circle in the sketch. So, you know, I'm just bringing in little small circle elements here and there for some more fun. So that is going to be it, you guys. I do want to thank you guys for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed, please give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys go and check out Christy. I will have a link to her video below. It's going to be fun to see her layout, and definitely look forward to another week of Obsessed with Katty and Christy using this collection, which is going to be in 2 weeks, and then again we're moving on to another collection. So stay tuned for that, and it is going to be a fun one. So I'm just adding some black India ink splatters here as a finishing touch. That is going to be it. So again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. If you have any questions about this layout or anything, any comments that you guys want to leave below, I love to hear from you guys. I love reading your comments. I do try to answer every single one of them. So thank you guys for watching, for subscribing. Again, any questions or comments, leave them below. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you guys very soon with another process video. Until next time, bye bye.